What's up, everybody? Today in this video, we're going to talk about your lack of emotional control and revenge trading. I want to clarify this real quick. The reason why you are revenge trading is very, very simple. It's extremely simple, actually. You are so focused on the money and you are so focused on the outcome that you think you have to rush and force every single setup or take a trade every single day because you think that you taking a trade every single day will get you closer to your goals, get you closer to quitting your job, get you closer to your dream car, get you closer to your apartment, etc. That's not how day trading works, and it never will work like that. Day trading simply rewards patience. That's all it does. It rewards patience and it rewards you being a selective individual in the markets. Day trading is a very counterintuitive job. It's not necessarily the more effort you put into it, the better result you get. It's the patience that gets you the better result. It's you saying no to a bad setup, and it's you being okay with taking a loss and moving on and coming back the next day with a proper mindset. I want you guys to understand that every single time you want to revenge trade, you are building a bad habit. You have to come to the realization that bad habits are the exact thing that keeps you unprofitable. It's not necessarily your strategy or anything that has to do with technical analysis. It's really just the habits that you develop when you take a loss. I honestly blame social media because you go on social media, let's say after taking a loss, you see people catch crazy wins, have crazy P&L, and you think you need to do the same because you want to be in their position. It took these people years to get to that position. You might be a new day trader, or you might be pretty experienced. The more you focus on other people and other people's success in day trading, the more you're going to fail. Day trading is a very self-introspective game. It takes a lot of self-analyzation and emotional control to be able to do this as your full-time job. Now, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you want to do this as your full-time job, right? So if that's the case, you have to give your market tuition, right? If you're trying to skip the tuition, meaning trying to completely force and rush the process to get where you want to be, you are not paying your market tuition, meaning you are not putting in the time that you know needs to be put in order to become a profitable day trader. Starting out, I had absolutely zero emotional control, zero patience. That cost me a lot of money and a lot of time. Now, it only took me a little over a year to become, quote, profitable. And when I say profitable, I mean have self-control and hit pretty good P&Ls, right? This didn't come overnight, for me at least. This did not come overnight whatsoever. This took so much time and so much trial and error and so much tuition of myself and my time in these markets in order to get where I'm at right now. I'm telling you this with complete honesty. The less I want to take a trade and the less I feel like even being on the charts is when I'm making the most amount of money. It's as simple as that. Trading is such a game of patience and such a game of I don't really feel like taking a trade today. That is exactly how you know that you have reached a point of profitability. The minute you can get on the charts and realize, okay, this price action isn't good. I don't want to force anything here. Let me just go on my phone and do whatever. That's how you know you've reached a level of patience. That's an amazing feeling. When you guys get to that point, you have come to the realization that you have become a slowed down trader and a patient trader. Now, trust me, I understand how it feels hating your current situation because I absolutely hated my situation back then before I became profitable and when I was learning how to day trade. I didn't like my day-to-day life whatsoever. I was miserable. I understand you guys, and I understand that it is hard for you right now and that it almost feels like you need to take a trade every single day in order to get closer to where you want to be at in life. But I promise you, it's the opposite. That's not how day trading works. Please slow down. Slow down in day trading. It doesn't matter if you pass your eval account in 5 days or 10 days or 15 days, or if you get a payout in 10 days rather than getting your 5 winning days every single weekday. It doesn't matter. Your funded account isn't going anywhere, okay? It's not going anywhere. It's going to reward you when you're patient. Just know, and I want you to listen to this, just know the minute you feel revenge and the minute you're like, whatever, I don't care, I want to make the money, and you start revenge trading, just know that is exactly what an unprofitable day trader does, and you will not get to the next step in day trading if you continuously feed those habits. You need to cut those habits out indefinitely. Throw them down the trash. Set auto lockout. If you are trading Top Step, set auto lockout. There are other firms who have this now as well. Set auto lockout, 1 to 2 trades per day max, and that is it. Develop good habits. Win or loss, it doesn't matter what you did that day. All that matters is that you followed your rules and you developed good habits and you've become a patient day trader. I want you guys to think of your day trading progression as a line. This is you. You are continuously progressing in day trading. The more you break your rules, the more steps you are going back. The more you revenge trade, the more steps you are going back. You don't want to go back. You want to move forward. If you take a loss and you revenge trade, you are going back. If you take a loss and you don't revenge trade, you are going forward. It's that simple. I know it's counterintuitive. It's like lose money on the day. That's weird. That doesn't sound like progressing. It is if you handled it properly. And a lot of the times you revenge trade is because you're so addicted to the action and the dopamine of winning that you simply cannot handle the deteriorating feeling of losing. Trust me, if there's anybody who understands that, it's me. It's me. It's this guy right here. This guy was extremely unprofitable for a little under a year. And I know that may not seem like a lot of time in the grand scheme of things, but trust me, it was a lot of time to me because of how miserable I was on a day-to-day basis, that it got to a point where my back was against the wall and I had no choice but to change. I just had to change. If I didn't stop revenge trading and if I didn't stop buying accounts and taking non-A+ setups, I was going to be in the same exact position that I was pretty much for a very long time. I made the decision to change. I was so miserable, I made the decision to change, and now I'm living on my own at 21 years old, driving one of my dream cars. So I know this is a quick little video, but I want you guys to understand that you do not need to force the process and rush anything, because this is a skill that takes time to develop, and this is a skill that takes time to become profitable. You do not become profitable overnight. If you develop rules for yourself and you become a patient trader, just know you are 80% there, okay? 20% strategy, figure out the technical analysis, whatever. But if you can figure out those two things, you are 80% done and you are an 80% profitable day trader. You guys got this. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.